This is Michael McCain, and you're watching the TBM Network. Hey you guys, I just wanted to do this blog, getting out of my clothes, resting. It's been a great trip to New Orleans, and when I tell you the sights that you will see, I have clips of various different things that we did on this trip. Grateful, first of all, to make the trip and have a safe arrival. Looking forward to my departure to go back home, but most of all glad that we got here and arrived here safe. 8 cars deep we drove here, and it's been a great experience, possibly even better than I expected. Now, I'm an Originals fan. I watched that show. I love Vampire Diaries. I know it's the show that started it all, but my particular show that I like the most is the Originals and Walking the Streets of Louisiana. You hear that accent trying to come out? That stuff rubs off. Walking the Streets of Louisiana, you feel like you're in one of those shows that you see on TV. So that was a really great experience and something that I look forward to even in the future watching the show, because I now have a memory to attach to the whole experience, and that's classic. Besides that, the Falcons rised up, baby. So I'm happy that they won. Of course, everyone here that are patriotic fans of the Saints, etc., was highly upset and throwing foul attitudes and all kind of other stuff. We really didn't stick around to see people fighting and arguing in the street because we have to depart 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, our festivities was cut kind of short, and I'm making this video before I hit the bed, because chances are if I tell a lie and say that I'm going to record a video on morrow, it will not happen. Or when I get home after the trip and I'm trying to get back to my regular pre-scheduled life. So no, this is why I'm doing it now, and I'm trying to think of all the things that I went to the gym, I worked out. I meant to record portions of that because it's been interesting. And for those of you that know, I'm not going to say that I'm actively working on losing weight, because that would be a lie. But what I am going to say is that I have reached my peak of this is the maximum, and anything else needs to be losing weight after this. So I'll say that much. And I know for some of you that haven't seen me on camera in a couple of years or whatever, or are looking at pictures or whatever, oh, you don't look fat, you don't look this or you don't look that. No, I don't consider myself fat, but I have reached my peak, and I don't like the weight. So that's an issue that needs to be addressed, and will be addressed, and will be worked on. Aside from that, Bourbon Street is everything that you have ever heard, good or bad. I'll put it that way. Bourbon Street is what you've heard. Everything down to the people drinking and walking the streets and partying and dancing, and we even got a little slight taste of the Mardi Gras thing with the beads. I have some more beads. These are my Falcon beads representing, but we did get beads while we was on the street. People was throwing beads over the balcony and carrying on. It was a really fun experience. Seafood that we had here is off the chain. It's good. Maybe in my other videos, when I recap some of the events and things, I'll let you know specific restaurants that I went to that I particularly enjoyed. Also, the casino. We went to the casino, and for all you saints and sinners that's ready to prejudge somebody for going to the casino, you only live once. So do I gamble every day and do all of that stuff every day, and is that my lifestyle? Absolutely not. But you only live once. So I enjoyed myself. It's one of the only things that there is to do here. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. I mean, the sites, I like the architecture here. The sites, the old buildings that look, it's not even a look, that some of them are hundreds of years old, and have been restructured and fixed, etc., to kind of fit a modern style, but you still get that old school look. That's beautiful. I absolutely love this place. It reminds me of two of my favorite places, actually. It reminds me of where I'm from, which is New York. So you get a taste of New York and a taste of Savannah. That's what Louisiana is like for me. It's just this historic old school, new school blend, like a melting pot. You get this New York feel, you get this southern, deep, dirty South feel. So it was absolutely fun. Aside from the casino, the eating, the walking the streets, and just watching the festivities and the parties, I also had an opportunity to get in the hot tub and relax my bones, my aching bones, from all that driving and walking, etc. And that was a blessing from Yahweh. So I'm thankful for that. The only part that I'm actually upset about, and there's a few people that are watching that know who and what I'm talking about. There's only one particular person who happens to be my best friend, my best of friends, that lives in this state, that I did not get to see. And I was absolutely pissed about that, but life happens, and it would have been so much more fun. You could have been sitting here with me doing this video and this review of my whole experience. But that's neither here nor there. And no, I didn't pick up that accent. That's my South Carolina accent, y'all. But we did learn how to say baby while we've been here. We did learn how to say that. Aside from that, I can't think of too many other things to talk about. I'm going to show y'all some clips, and I may break down this video in a different way to let you know how my experience went, and to thoroughly review some of the experiences that was had. If you're on my Instagram and Facebook, you'll see some of the pictures. I didn't really take that many pictures, but you'll see the pictures that I did take. Overall, if you're looking for a great place to come, I would strongly recommend that you come here during a time of year where there's something actually happening. But for the most part, I would say New Orleans really knows how to have a party. Bourbon Street is a place I have never seen. It's something that you would only see on TV or capture in movies because you don't think that this stuff is real. But like I said earlier, this has been a wonderful experience. I would strongly recommend anybody that wants to have a great time, likes to party, even drink, or just wants to come for seafood or comfort or relaxation. You will get a variety of stuff here to fit and to suit your taste. So that is always a plus, a blessing, and an additive. And yes, y'all probably can't see because I refuse to move the camera so you can see everything, but I'm sitting here half dressed, coming out of my clothes, and my shirt that I wore earlier, and my long johns, and if you're from the dirty South, you say your long draws, yeah, and my socks from Express, praise Jesus. So yeah, I'm tired, y'all, but I got on here to make this video to let y'all know how much of a great time that I had, and I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think of something else. I feel like there's something I should have been talking about. Oh, at the casino you get free drinks if you're playing a game or etc. Now most people, when they come and go to places like this, you're coming ready, prepared. In other words, you're expecting to spend a lot of money on drinks. That's literally, I mean, if you want a decent drink, that's about $8 or $9 a drink. And if you're having more than one, then your bill looks like $30, $40 as for one person, just drinks, not to mention food. So it was great to be able to have fun, free drinks, walk the streets, see the shops, etc. There's places to shop here in areas. Hotels are pretty nice, as you can see. I felt at home. And that's a hard thing for me to say when I go somewhere and visit somewhere, visit in another city, a state, etc., as much travel as I do, to feel at home. I didn't feel worried, I didn't feel uncomfortable, I didn't feel any of that. This has just been real. This has been a great experience. It's possibly, in my opinion, the best way to end the year, and to say, I have lived this year. That was one of the themes ringing in me, in my spirit this year. It was time to do some things that you have not done and get some things checked off your bucket list. So I want to thank you guys for taking this time to watch and take this time to support my work, my videos, etc. I want you to subscribe to my channel. Hit me up on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm being distracted and I cannot tell you by what. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on YouTube. Subscribe, follow, etc. and share this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Watching the Lifeline TV. I'm LaShawn Daniel, and today we're going to take some time to review a book that was written by a brother by the name of McCain. And this book was submitted to us a few weeks ago, and the title of it is Life Editing. And I believe it's a message I believe a lot of us can relate to when you're trying to get rid of some hindrances and roadblocks and some toxic relationships and different things of that nature that all seem to boggle us down. And you have to take some time to go in your life, and sometimes I say, you have the L7, you got to delete some stuff, you got to get rid of some things. And so this book is definitely something I believe you can benefit from. So I'm going to be joined later by author Martina Young, who's going to be sharing her thoughts this week.
I wanted to share with you a few things that I received from the book Life Editing. First of all, one of the things that grabbed me immediately was the subtitle, Taking Out the Trash. And that is what this book is about, examining our lives, editing out what does not need to be there, putting out the trash. Because far too often there are things that we're carrying in our lives, things that we're packing that are of no use anymore in our life. And so this book takes us on a journey to examine ourselves, examine our emotions, examine our relationships and different things in our lives that we may still be holding on to that need to be edited out of our life. And so I would encourage you to take the book and walk along the path that McCain is trying to lead us on through this book. Many of us sometimes are hindered by relationships, by careers, by different things in our lives that we continue to hold on and God is asking us to release. So Life Editing is a book that will change the direction of your life if you would take the time to allow God to minister to you through the words found in the book. The chapter entitled Self-Sabotage, it opens with this question, and it says, who needs enemies when you have yourself? And sometimes we do not stop to realize that often we are our biggest hindrances. And in that chapter he talked about how often we are our own greatest stumbling block, and that we need to stop and examine what's going on in our own minds and our own lives to stop our progress. Stop blaming everybody else and stop and look at yourself to see, is there something within me that I need to change? For example, he talked about how our thinking can be a hindrance to us going forward. And instead of going around thinking lowly of ourselves or thinking that we can't accomplish this and the other, if greatness is what we desire, then greatness is what we should set our minds on. So it's time to cut out the self-sabotage, get on the road of life editing, put the trash out, and move on, because God has great things in store for each and every one of us.